Everyone. Today we shall start new chapter, that is circles. So as you learned about basic concepts of circles in the previous class, that is from 6th standard, you might have learned what is the definition of circle, what is the radius, diameter, and in 9th standard also you learned what is chord and how many chords you can draw in a circle and what is the longest chord in a circle. Along with that, we need to complete this chapter in 10th standard. We need extra two more concepts. They are called tangent and secant. These two things you are going to learn in this session along with the previous concepts. Now, let me explain whatever you learned in the previous classes. Let us recall once by that is circle, radius, diameter, chord. So, these four you might have already learned. That is circle, the meaning of circle, radius, diameter and the chord. So now let me explain all these four one by one. So what is a circle? The definition of circle. So you know circle is a closed figure and it is also called as a plane figure. But how will you define it? The circle consists of infinite points. You can see here the circle consists of infinite points which are equidistant from a fixed point. So what is that fixed points? That is called, we tell that center of a circle. You can see that. So all these points are equidistant from the center of circle. So what are these equidistance we call as? These, the distance from the center of a circle to any point on a circle. You can check all these distances are equal and they are called radii. And we can see this O, if I mark this as O, A, OB, OC, OD, all these are radii of the circle and the length of these radii of the same circle are always equal. So this is about the meaning of a circle. So I repeat, what is a circle? Circle is a closed figure which is having infinite points and all the points are equidistant from a fixed point. That fixed point is called center of a circle. And the distance between the fixed point and any point on the circle is called radius. And plural form of radius is radii. So you can draw infinite radii in a circle and length of all the radii are equal. And just now we learned circle, meaning of radius. Then what is diameter? So as you know, when I draw a line segment passing through the center of circle, it is a line segment passing through the center of circle which intersects two points on the circle. So, if this is a point A on the circle and if this is a point B on a circle, you can see AOB. Because the line segment AB passes through the center, therefore we call the line segment AB as the diameter. And you know the relationship between radius and the diameter. So what is diameter? We'll generally write as D. Diameter is always equals to 2 times of radius. Why? Because OA is a radius and OB is also radius. This is also R and this is also R. So the diameter AB can be written as R plus R. So diameter you can write as twice R, or radius can be written as half of the diameter. Next, so completed what is the meaning of diameter. Now if I ask you one question, what is this CD? Is it a diameter? So what is this EF? Is it a diameter? No. So this is another special case that is called as chord. We call this is chord. Chord is nothing but it is a line segment which intersects two points on the circle. Chord is a line segment which intersects two points on the circles. Then you may get a doubt whether AB can also be called as a chord. Yeah, so we can call AB is also a chord. So if you observe the lengths of all these chords, so as you move away from the center of the circle, the length of the chord go on decreasing. You can see this is the longest chord of the circle. You can see all these are chords. CD, all these lines are chords. But among all these chords, which is the longest chord? That is AB, that is diameter. Diameter is the longest chord of a circle. Then how many chords you can draw for a circle? You can draw infinite chords for a circle. Similarly, you can draw infinite diameters for a circle, and also you can draw infinite radii. So the longest chord of the circle is diameter, and you can observe as you move away from the center of circle, the length of the chord go on decreases. We learned what is the meaning of circle, radius, diameter and chord. So these are all four concepts which we already learned in the previous classes. Now the two more concepts which you are going to learn for this class, that is circles chapter, and which are very important. The whole chapter is based on what is the meaning of tangent, secant and point of contact. Now let me start. What is the meaning of secant? So here you can see this is a circle. Secant is a line. Secant is a line. Secant is a line which intersects the circle at 2 points. So where is intersecting? You can see A and B. This is a line L. If I take it is as a line L, this is a line. As you know, what is the difference between line and a line segment? So what is the difference between line and line segment? So this we call as line segment, and this is called line. So this is line segment, and this we call it as line. So line segment has two end points, and the line has no end points. It extends on the both the sides. So by keeping that in the mind, you can just observe. So this is a line because I kept arrow mark on both sides. It is intersecting the circle at 2 points exactly, and it is extending on either side. So this is called as secant. So we call this is called as secant. So secant is a line which intersects a circle exactly at 2 points. So this is called secant. How many secants you can draw for a circle? You can draw infinite secants. I can draw infinite secants for a circle. So next, coming to the next alternative definition of a secant is nothing but a tangent. So what is tangent, and what is the difference between tangent and secant? So if I draw, so this is also a line. You can observe here, observe the differences. This is also a line L. Here I have drawn another line M. So what is the difference you are seeing here? You can see here, this line is meeting the circle at 2 points. But here, this is a line which is meeting a circle at exactly 1 point. So what is the definition of tangent now? Tangent is a line which intersects the circle exactly at 1 point. Now, let me ask one question. How many tangents you can draw for a circle? So you can draw like this. You can see any point you can see. You can draw infinite tangents for a circle. So like this. Wherever you have a point on a circle, you can draw infinite tangents for a circle. But how many tangents you can draw at a point? If I give one particular point on a circle, how many tangents you can draw? Suppose if I give this point P, there is only one point P I have given. Through this point P, how many tangents you can draw? Yeah, exactly one tangent. So you can draw infinite tangents to a circle, but you can draw only one tangent at a given point. So understood what is the difference between secant and a tangent? Let me again explain you. You can see the line. These are all lines, but only difference is when a line is intersecting at 2 points on a circle, then we call it as secant. When a line is intersects exactly at 1 point on a circle, then we call it as tangent. So we can draw infinite tangents, and also we can draw infinite secants. But at a given point, I can draw only one tangent. Next, the next important point is point of contact. What is meaning of point of contact? That is a point where a tangent intersects that is a common point on a circle and the point on a tangent. So where the tangent meets the circle, that point is called as point of contact. So this is only here you can see the point P is called as point of contact. So this is the common point where it meets the tangent and also a circle. So this particular point we call it as point of contact. Now let us do one simple activity to recall whatever I explained till now, all the basic concepts which we require for this chapter. So by locating them, we just recall the points what we learned till now. So here you can see a circle and I have marked few things here. You can see OC, AOB, that is AB, EF and a line L and a line M. So just see the picture and recall all the things and try to answer. So what is OC? So OC, because it is a line segment from the center of a circle to any point on a circle. So what we call it as OC is a, yes, it is a radius. Next, AB. Because AB is a line segment and which is passing through the center of circle, so we call it as diameter. And is there another name for this AB? Yeah, it is also called as chord, because it is a line segment which intersects 2 points. So it is also called as longest chord of a circle. Next, what about EF? Because EF is a line segment which intersects 2 points on a circle, so we call it as a chord. Next, coming to a line L. So you can observe there are 2 lines here, L and M. So name what is the line L now. Because it is a line which meets 2 points on a circle. Because it is meeting 2 points on a circle, so we call this line L as secant. Then the last one is line M. So what is line M? It is a line which intersects a circle at exactly 1 point. So we call it as tangent. And what is this P called? It is called as point of contact. So the small activity, we just recall all the terms what we learned till now. Thank you.